Hello everyone, it's Alex aka Neo Dragon here with another review for you, and as you can probably see, we've got Sideshow's brand new Spider-Man here. This literally just come an hour ago. This is, as I say, this is Sideshow's brand new 1/4 scale premium format Spider-Man. This is the exclusive version, which is the squinty-eyed mask and the webbing. We'll just come down and I'll show you a couple of the regular pieces. So there's the regular head, so both eyes, normal, and there's the regular hand with no webbing. Exclusive on this, I really wanted the webbing. It's a little weird, it's a little lame, but I really wanted the webbing. The squinty eye, you know, I kind of like it because, you know, we've got that animated look to Spider-Man's mask. It's something that not many statues do, you know, the mask doesn't really move, but Spider-Man's really animated in his mask, and, you know, it's been picked up recently on, you know, Deadpool did it, and then obviously in the Civil War trailer, Spidey's got those eyes that actually animate through his mask, and not just, you know, see the movement of his mouth under the mask. So the squinty eye, I think, is a decent exclusive. I'm not going to say that the exclusive is necessary on this at all. The exclusive has actually gone to waitlist now on Sideshow, but there's plenty of regulars. Now, if you don't want to pay the extra cash out, or if you can't find an exclusive for a reasonable price, I would heartily recommend you just pick up the regular. You could even get the hand customised to have the webbing. And like I say, the squinty eye is such a minor difference. You know, I'm going to use it because I like it and I've got it and I've had it at retail, so it doesn't bother me. But honestly, if you can find the regular, if you can't find the exclusive for the retail price, go for the reg, it won't bother you. Now, I've had pretty much every Spider-Man going, statue-wise. All the Bowens, Dan Slett, all in the 1/6 scale. The Koto one by Eric Sosa, which is probably the best 1/6 scale Spider-Man. Fantastic pose, fantastic paints, amazing sculpt by Eric. Now going up to the 1/4 scale, I've never owned the original premium format with the, you know, with the pyjamas on. Just big price, not a great looking statue in my opinion. I have owned the J. Scott Campbell maquette, the little comic cat. You know, the 1/5 scale one on the wall, great pose, fantastic exclusive on that where he's got his mask lifted above his mouth. I think that's a fantastic statue and fantastic sculpt, and a fantastic exclusive in my opinion. It's just that it's 1/5 scale. Great if you've got Mary Jane and Gwen black cat to go with it. Great little display, but really I wanted something 1/4. Now the 1/4 comic cat, the one where he's on the building with all the, you know, on the window. A fantastic base, a fantastic sculpt. You know, you've got on the back of the base, you've got the light switch and all that sort of stuff. Fantastic stuff on it. But the actual Spider-Man sculpt for me isn't that great. I don't like the shape of the head. It's also too big in my opinion. And yeah, it just didn't do it for me. It's fine, and you know, and people who've got it, you know, I sold mine. It just wasn't worth the money to me. And this came up not long after. Now, to me, this is the best Spider-Man in 1/4 scale out there. I'm sure there's other customs, and we've got others like XM Studios and Iron Studios and a few others all coming up. But at the moment, if you want to go 1/4 scale Spider-Man for a retail price, this is the one to get. For one, the pose on Spider-Man and the sculpt on Spider-Man is stunning. This is what you're buying this statue for, pretty much. The sculpt and pose of Spider-Man. He stands around 25 inches tall, 25.5 inches tall by the way. He will actually fit in a detolf if you take a shelf out, or do a bit of shelf arranging. So I'm actually going to put him in a detolf for the rest of my next to Daredevil and Deadpool and Punisher. Like I say, it's a huge statue. Once you get him in hand, you'll just be like, oh. But you know, this gravity-defying one-handed pose is just fantastic. Now, there were concerns about leaning on this, but recently someone actually got a broken one, and it's actually got metal rods running all through the body, quite thick ones as well. So hopefully we shouldn't have any leaning with this Spider-Man. You know, I'm not going to say it's not going to lean, but you know, Sideshow have actually took measures to stop it from leaning. So we'll see. Going down to the base, which is probably the most controversial piece of the entire statue. You know, from here, I'm sure everyone loves the girder. This actual hook piece, incredibly light. It is, from what I can tell, it is a resin, but it's very, very, very thin and very light. I'm guessing that was to stop that from like swinging in, because obviously it's swinging out slightly, the hook, so it's got that feel of motion. And then the most controversial part of the base is the flame effect with the pumpkin bombs. In hand, I've got to say, it looks fine. Someone did compare it to a cottage loaf or, you know, bread that's been baked, and, you know, I can see that. But actually in hand, it's nice. I think it would have been amazing with some clear resin. Maybe some clear resin at the base, maybe building up to solid stuff, but, you know, or vice versa, or, you know, like a clear resin painted black for the smoke. But honestly, Spider-Man is so fantastic on it, so huge on the base, that it really doesn't matter. All your attention is focused on Spider-Man. Like I say, I'm just going to go freehand a bit here. So we are going to get a little shaky. But it's all about that Spider-Man. It's all about that pose and that top half of the base. Like I say, the webbing exclusive, not the biggest deal, but, you know, it does kind of, it's like the cherry on top of an awesome trifle. You know, it's just worth having. For me, anyway. Now, like I say, this for me is the best sculpted 1/4 scale Spider-Man I've seen. There's not anything wrong with it at all. Like I say, all the connections are really solid. You've got the base piece. You've got Spider-Man himself. The hands, the heads, two heads, two hands. The hook piece, and then this girder piece. Now the girder piece actually just sits into the base. It just sits in a recess. There's no magnet, there's no peg. But because the hole is so deep, the recess is so deep, you've got no trouble with it being sturdy and steady. Yeah, it's just fantastic. I'm kind of out of words for it, really. It's just, yeah, it's perfect. I don't know. Spider-Man himself is perfect. You know, I'm sure people customise the base or do something with the base, you know, to either get rid of those flames or, you know, I've seen a few people designing mock-up bases already for just put Spider-Man, you know, edge of buildings and, you know, gargoyles and towers and things like that. But, you know, straight out of the box, for us guys who can't afford the high customised prices, it's fine. The base is fine. Actually, the base is really nice. It is really nice. I like it. I'm going to go against the trend and say that I actually really like it. The detail on like the pumpkin bombs, this one here is open, and then this one's about to open, and, you know, as a standalone piece, I think it totally works. And do you know, I thought with them releasing Green Goblin, I figured it might, you know, it's going to look fantastic with Green Goblin at the side with the base and that. But I think it totally works as a standalone piece. The musk, you know, everything about the Spider-Man sculpt's just so spot on. And the paints are great. The paints are actually a lot lighter than the other 1/4 scale Comic Cat. That had a really dark blue. This has kind of got like a lighter blue, lots of shading to bring out the muscles, the ribs, and the red's just the right colour. It has got quite a dusty look to it, but, you know, he is above an explosion, so I'm guessing that's what they've gone for. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's the Spider-Man I've been waiting for, to be honest. You know, I've never kept a Spider-Man for a long time. I think this one will stay for a while, you know, until something comes out. As good as the Iron Studio ones look, if you haven't seen the Iron Studios one, check it out. It's on Sideshow's website now, so you can order that from Sideshow. There's no need to go through, you know, these you know, channels to get the be charged, you know, £1,000 plus. You can get him direct from Sideshow for $750. This is Iron Studios version. If you haven't seen it, it's like Spider-Man leaping through a window at Doc Ock's lab, and there's like a Doc Ock tentacle rising behind him. It looks fantastic as a diorama statue. As a Spider-Man statue, Spider-Man's kind of lost in there. At the moment, like I say, you've got two choices really for 1/4 scale. You've got the old Comic Cat on the side of the building, which, like I say, I personally don't think is worth the money. Or you've got this guy, who you can pick up now for retail. There's 2,500 exclusives, and I think there's 4,000 regulars. It's a high edition size, and I'm sure those regulars are going to stay around for a while. But honestly, if you want a 1/4 scale Spider-Man, you don't want to pay over the top, this is the one to get at the moment. This is the one to get. I am super, super happy with him. Yeah. Well done, Sideshow. I'm glad that, you know, on such an important statue like Spider-Man, such an important character, especially at this time with Civil War coming up and, you know, his own movie, I'm glad that Sideshow completely and totally nailed this. One little fuck up, you know, paint being bad, or, you know, the base coming out looking worse than it could have, you know, it really would have put the nail in the coffin on this statue. But I'm happy to say it's pretty much bang on. One little negative people have picked up on is the lines from the mask don't line up with his body completely. It's so minor. It's so minor. No one would even notice if you told them. You know. Let me just cut this off and show you the squinty eye. So there's the squinty eye. As you can see, it looks kind of weird in profile, face on, but it looks fantastic on the statue because of the angle of the head. Good strong magnets, just fantastic. So there you go, guys. Thought I'd get this one up as quick as possible for you. And so this is the brand new Sideshow premium format Spider-Man. Well done, Sideshow.